Hello, travel writers. This week, you're going to have the opportunity to be tourists in your own city or town. It may seem like an odd concept, but most travel guides and blogs are written by people who live in the place that they're writing about. This is how they share accurate, up-to-date information. Think about it. Locals are the ones who know the best restaurants in town, which beaches get crowded, where to get off the beaten path, and which country roads make the best scenic drives. They share information with tourists and travelers because they have an inside viewpoint. For this module, you'll be revisiting your brainstorming activity that we did last week. You've already come up with a list of places or activities that interest you in your area. Now you will choose your focus and you will conduct some field research on your topic. You will want to choose an area that you will have plenty to say about, rich with multiple layers. Before you get out into the field, you'll need to gather your supplies. I recommend taking a notebook and pen as well as a smartphone or camera to record audio, video, and take pictures. You should also do some planning before setting out. Check out the website for your location so you know hours of operation and any associated costs such as entry fees or parking. You should also make note of how people can access this location. For example, is it walkable? Do they need a vehicle, a bike, or public transportation? You should also come prepared with a list of open-ended questions that you have about your location. You may wonder, what is the history of this place? What type of people does this activity appeal to? What potential obstacles might I encounter? So what is field research? Many different types of people and professions use field research to gather information, including travel writers. Field research simply means that you will visit a location in person with the intention of observing and gathering information. Field research is defined as a qualitative method of data collection aimed at understanding, observing, and interacting with people in their natural setting. This can take several forms. Observational field research involves going to a place and observing without partaking in the activities. The researcher records what they witness, tapping into all five senses. One way to deepen your understanding is by combining observational research with interviews. That's what you'll do for this week's assignment. You should plan to interview at least 2 people at the location of your choosing. You may interview park rangers, docents, waiters, store clerks, or visitors. But make sure you get permission from the people you interact with to be able to use them in your blog, especially if you plan to quote them or use their picture. Make sure to take detailed notes, including recording people's names, titles, and phone numbers, should you need to follow up. This is where your electronic devices come in handy. It can be difficult, if the location is populated, to record all of your observations in a notebook. You can use your devices to help you remember key details and exact quotes. A bit of advice: take more notes than you think you'll need for your assignment. The more you have to work with, the better. Write down general observations, but also include as many specific details as you can. Your job is to bring this place to life for your reader. Another type of field research is participant observation or ethnography. You may choose to take a workshop or a dance class where you become a member of that group you want to write about. Should you choose to conduct this type of research, you would be a participant observer. If you wanted to cover an activity for a group that you've been a part of for some time, such as a regular hiking meetup or a sailing club, or maybe you're a member of a local tribe and you want to attend a ceremony, then you would be conducting ethnographic research because you would have more insight than the casual observer. I've included a few pictures of Pompeii because I think this is a good example of how what you observe may lead to asking more questions. The photographs depict Thermopylae, which were an ancient version of fast food. Vendors sold lentils, salty fish, bread, and wine from the establishments to the lower classes. But this is not something you would know by simply looking at the ruin. You would need to read the signs, talk to guides, or read books and websites on the topic. You may decide you need to make multiple trips to gain all the information you need to write your piece to gain a full picture. Or you may need to conduct additional research through searching news articles or online databases. You may also realize once your visit is over that you have follow-up questions or fact-checking that needs to happen. You shouldn't include any information in your blog that you can't verify. You will not need to do in-depth research into every facet of your topic, but you will want to choose a few key points that require further digging to offer your readers an interesting information about the place you're visiting and how it fits into a broader social, cultural, historical, political, economic, or environmental context. And most importantly, have fun.